Today we're at Clare Parry's house. Claire, can you tell us a little bit about this? It looks amazing.
This is our renovation / extension of a pretty old and cold, miserable little cottage we have in Gardenvale. We started this project because we wanted solar panels and we've unfurled a massive ball of string from there. Yeah, it's looking fantastic. It's nearly done. So we've basically knocked off the back of our little tiny cottage and built a passive house pod.
Fantastic. And you did it all for solar panels. Somehow I find that hard to believe.
I think we would have eventually got to passive house, but solar panels was the catalyst.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look anything like something that would be passive house, looking at it from our current perspective.
The front bit's still a work in progress.
Yeah.
It's definitely not passive house yet, but it will hopefully get there some point in the future.
Awesome. All right, let's start walking through. So when are the solar panels getting put up?
Funnily enough, they're not yet been scheduled.
No way.
Not yet, but they'll be going up soon after we move in, I think.
Yeah. So I'm guessing this is where the inverter is going to be?
I reckon, that's our meter. Yeah. So, this is our service yard. This is where everything happens, essentially. Hot water. We've got a sand and heat pump, so CO2 refrigerant.
Wow.
Trying to remain all electric as well. So the house, one of the major things we did, which was also something that we'd wanted to do for a while, was disconnect the gas.
Yeah. Which I've done, and a lot of other people are starting to do that as well.
Yeah. Fingers crossed we get net zero out of this project as well.
You could. Already you can see that the glazing that you're using is pretty impressive.
Yep, triple glazing.
Yeah.
They're 51mm thick panels.
Wow.
The U value of 0.5, which is better than most people's walls.
And a circular window.
That's original. Yep.
Have you triple glazed that?
No.
Yeah?
No. So that's part of the non-passive house envelope.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do with that.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be a really cool one. So this is the old part of the house, and it looks like you've done a little bit with adding some new windows, but there's still quite a few existing windows.
Yeah, we only added windows where we made an internal wall and external wall. So we've got some triple glazed tilt and turn windows on the what used to be doorways.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we've inverted the footprint. That used to be our kitchen, now it's a courtyard.
And in this front bedroom?
So
not much new here, right?
No, you can feel how cold it is actually. So this is all still double brick. We will be carpeting. That timber floor was what we had for a long time, but we'll just put in some nice
carpet. And the fireplace is gone.
That's right. That was gas, so it's gone.
Ah, right.
Yeah, it was a gas heater.
So one new window or / door
in here.
Yeah. So I guess that's just going to be your outdoor living there.
That's right.
And you'll be able to go straight out from this room.
Yeah,
What do you call this room? Is this just a guest room? Or
no, this is my son's room.
Oh, nice.
He's claimed it.
Look at that. It's a perfectly sized door for him as well.
Yeah, so he's already pretty excited about being able to move in and out of this room through the courtyard.
I can imagine.
Because he'll be playing in here during the day, we thought the north window would be nice.
Now, the real magic. Hey, Claire?
Yep, the portal.
This is the portal into your new passive house.
Yeah.
It's just, it blows you away, all these wood finishes, isn't it?
Yeah, I was a bit nervous about that at the start. Didn't want it to be a Swedish sauna, but the types of timber we've used in here have made it quite soft and warm.
Yep. What sort of timber is it?
It's ply.
We've got an air barrier behind this, yeah?
Yeah.
We're using Intello.
Yeah, the place is Intello wrapped, safe for the floor. Yeah.
Beautiful. Tape to the floor, tape to the... What's our air barrier on the floor?
The air barrier at floor level is the floor.
Oh, okay.
So there's just a single layer of 16mm ply.
Okay. And then it's all insulated with what sort of insulation?
Underfloor is polystyrene.
And you've also got a ventilation system for your bathroom?
Yeah, we do. It's all a central ventilation system, so that's part of the... there's a Comfo Air 200 under the floor.
Yeah.
So we extract from the bathroom and the kitchen.
Yep.
And supply into the living area.
So this is the kitchen now. Now we've set up to actually do some air tightness testing today. So Claire, what was the plan here? So we've got a beautiful L shape.
Yeah, this What we thought we were originally going to do was knock out the internal walls of the kitchen, give us some more space.
Yeah.
Our fantastic architect decided to invert the plan entirely. So this used to be our back garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we've got a north-facing house where previously it was west.
Yeah.
So, you know, basically the worst case scenario.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've managed to find a way to manipulate the orientation of the house. So now we've got a north-facing kitchen, courtyard, and a fantastic footprint.
Because you've just got so much of the house sort of pointing at this area. And where did all these bricks come from?
They were the walls of the kitchen, so
Wow.
they're 100% reused.
It actually looks like it's been there for a very long time.
That's, yeah, well, I mean, they're 110-year-old bricks.
Yeah.
So the kitchen had been there for a while and it was, yeah, a bit clunky, not very usable, very cold.
How did you deal with all the thermal loading or solar passive?
So, well, we do have a lot of solar gain. It's, we've calculated all the solar gains and losses for passivhaus. So we've got a passivhaus compliant envelope here in this new part.
Yeah.
It actually just complies
Right.
on the heating side.
Okay.
And for summer we have 100% block out blinds.
Okay. Beautiful. So they've yet to be installed.
They are yet to be installed, yeah.
So your glazing here, it's actually bursting out of the frame, right?
Yeah, it just
Never seen
protrudes.
that.
I think it's about 1 mil out from flush of the frame.
Yeah.
Super high performance glass. I'm
And
really excited about it.
You've got your foam spaces, so no metallic spaces.
Warm edge spaces, yeah.
Yeah, which is really cool, and obviously it's low E glass as well.
Yeah.
What's the U value of this glazing?
0.5.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Where's it made?
Sydney.
Sydney. Wow. That's great for Australia, isn't it?
Bit space age. Yeah.
Yeah. And the finished product that we've got here,
This is the final finish.
the ply.
Yeah.
So all of this is going to be sanded back.
Just a light sanding. Yeah, this is the finish. So we've got super E0 ply. So almost formaldehyde free.
Yep.
Super healthy choice of materials. Behind that there's just a service cavity for wiring, perhaps if you want to hang any photos, anything like that.
Yeah.
And behind that there's a double stud wall. So one of the things we did to keep costs down, keep it simple, was make almost all of this build carpentry based.
So you've got your air barrier in your wrap, and then we've got a nice finish that we don't have to put dirty oils and paints onto, right?
Yeah, and no plasterboard.
And so the framing and the structure of the building?
It's all timber.
Yep.
So yeah, we've got a really simple timber stud wall. Even the windows, there's no aluminium cladding or no aluminium components. 100% timber frame. And on the outside, we've got an ecoEVO layer, and that's a highly durable timber finish that we have no maintenance for.
So you've carefully made sure that there's no thermal bridges anywhere throughout the whole build.
There's a couple, but they're tolerable. We've made sure that we minimised it. Yep.
So now we've just got to get your air tightness right?
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, finer details.
So there's a few key areas that we've found. We might just go through and explore those and see how they've come up.
Yeah, sure.
So we've been doing a bit of troubleshooting to try and get this place down to 0.6. We've found a couple of areas, in particular in this glazing, which I think we're just going to have to get some readjustments here,
yeah? Yeah. I mean, that's good to know.
It's all possible to do now when you're still building.
Yeah, I mean, these were only newly installed, so having this preliminary check is really valuable for us.
It is, isn't it? Now, in this little junction here as well, looks like we've got a bit of air movement here. It's looking all right there. So this wall seems to be quite good. Claire, amazing project. You've done an amazing job in engineering this thing as well. The only thing we've really got to tie off now is just the air tightness.
Yeah, a few details to take a closer look at, but hopefully we get over the line.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully I'll see you when we progress past that point.